What's going on? So I'm going to go ahead and play the next game. We need to play this one for sure because we are tied with Dallas. We have the head-to-head over the Eagles already. But yeah, we really need to get this W. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one. So we can't bring any of these 5 players back. If I go in here, none of them. We have no cap basically. Even I tried to bring back a 67 overall, receiver who's, like, we're not even going to be able to bring him back. So, like, I like the bonus and duration. Wish I could say the same about salary. So, we're not bringing him back. I'm just going to go ahead and draft players for some of these positions. But that receiver, he's 67. He's going to get nothing in free agency. So, I'll go ahead and sign him like a minimum. But I'm going to go ahead and get to the game. Alright, so here we go. Gonna go ahead and try to get this run D to start. Alright, so they don't hand it off with Ezekiel, and we get a huge sack on the first play. So that's exactly what we needed to do to start this one off. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring pressure here on second down. And we get a second sack. There we go. Chase Young gets his sack, his first sack of the game. So now that they have it on 3rd and 27, I'm not gonna bring pressure this time. We don't need to. I'm going to hope that we could possibly bring some pressure with just a pass rush, especially having Chase Young, but we just need to not give up a first down and we should be fine. So we're actually bringing pressure and Chase Young gets another sack. Okay. I mean, they're all the way back at the 1-yard line having to punt now, so that's pretty spectacular. Let's hope to get a good punt return here and set ourselves up for success. We do have, we don't have the greatest of offensive situations right now, having to start Nick Foles and whatnot, but starting with the ball on the 46-yard line is going to be a huge help. Alright, so we're going to look to try to throw the ball here on first down. Julio, if we could just get it into him. Beautiful first down. So now we're already in field goal range, especially on an inside stadium. We're going to be able to just hopefully torch the defense here. Gonna go back to the air here. I'm gonna start looking at Judy real quick, see if he's gonna get open. He's not, so I'm gonna just try to fit one in there. And Nick Foles is actually able to fit one into Julio. This is an amazing start, much better than anything I expected here. So after starting this drive pretty easily, I don't think we're gonna have, the look we want, but throwing it over there to Julio Jones, with post flag elite, he's going to come down with some of those huge catches over there, and he does. Wow, that is a spectacular way to start this game. So after their first drive of 3 sacks, they're going to look to go forward here. They do get a, with a penalty on the kickoff, they get a solid starting position, and that's a huge run by Zeke there to get the first down. So now they're basically at the 50-yard line. So we're going to have to stand tall here to try to stop them. But, if we can do anything like last drive, we should be fine. So we have them to a 2nd and 9. With the motion over, I'm expecting a run here. So we're playing the run D. Oh man, we missed the hit stick, but Smith makes the tackle there. So Zadarius Smith at the pickup this year. So they do have it into a 3rd and super short. So I'm expecting a handoff to Zeke. And with the huge run defense, we stop them on the 43. Now, I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do. 4th and 5. They're a little too close to punt, too far to kick a field goal. So they are going to punt. So on first down, we ran for 13 yards with Darius Geis. So we're going to try to get Lindsey involved. So with the outside handoff, we do get a hole. Ooh, barely. We almost were able to break one there. So it looks like one more play before the second quarter. We're just going to run it with Darius Geis, so we're going to get the first down. Out almost to the 50. This is exactly the start we need. If we can win in Dallas, we could totally win the division. But hopefully here with a with a corner route, we can possibly get Julio Jones out there. So we're going to run with him, and he's got the break on him. We throw it to Julio. He's running down inside the red zone all the way down to the 15-yard line. So Nick Foles starting 4 of 5 for 78 yards and a touchdown is just amazing. There's no other way to put it. You know, especially after last game throwing the 3 interceptions. Yeah, he threw for over 200 yards, but he wasn't super accurate, and he starts off with 80%. So unfortunately, we have to go backwards there, but let's see if we can try to get something going here with Darius Geis in this next play. So we're going to run it here with Geis. Try to get the edge. We can't really get the edge. We do get the edge with a couple of juke moves, and Darius Geis gets us all the way down to the 6-yard line. 3rd down and 1 to go. We're going to try to punch it forward with him in a halfback blast. So I'm going to hand it off to the right because it's a little bit of a faster animation. So let's see if we can do it. We're going to truck forward, and we do. And we go almost to the end zone on the 1-yard line. Darius Geis with 5 rushes for 40 yards. That's amazing. Let's see if we can get him his touchdown. So Philip Lindsay is our running back, and he's not that much of a power back, but he doesn't lose any yards for us. He actually maybe gets us a little bit closer. So we're actually going to go ahead and try to go with a fullback dive right here. They're giving us a small crease. If we could just get our center and our right guard to block, we can our fullback, our rookie fullback Luke Sellers, to get his that might be his first touchdown of the season, or I don't know if it is, but he gets his first touchdown of the game at least. So we're gonna see if we can get our run D to keep going here. He hands it off to Zeke. We're kind of there, but he does break it. It looks like he's gonna break it for a touchdown. I don't think we're gonna be able to catch him. Zeke gets his touchdown. Well, everything was going right until then, so looks like we just have to fall back to our game plan and work to rush down the field and just get another touchdown. Philip Lindsay's a solid back. Oh, we break one. So Zeke breaks one, but then we break a huge one too. And we're going all the way down to the 27-yard line. So we're having some big plays of our own. I think both our running backs are at 50 or over 50, around there. I don't remember exactly how much Geis has, but I'm pretty sure he got to 50. So both of our running backs have 50 yards. So if we could just, well, we can't really get a juke, but our power just keeps us in the game there. So he's at 40 yards. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get him to 50. So after we pick up the first down on a penalty, we have a couple different options here that we could try to throw to. Jerry Jeudy might get open. Julio maybe. I gotta throw the ball away. So something I have to mention here, now that it's 2nd down and 10, close to the 2-minute warning, is that Nick Foles is 4 of 7 for almost 100 yards today. This is just nowhere near what we thought he'd be playing at, so we gotta get rid of it. So he started out 4 of 5. We've thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it's because there was no one to go to. So I kind of like this one-on-one matchup we have with Julio. So if he could just kind of come across his face, we got him. Touchdown. Nick Foles throws his 2nd touchdown of the day. But with the way that we're playing, we just need to get a stop before halftime. And then just start running some clock for the next quarter. We almost get to Dak, but can't seem to do it. Dak's only thrown 2 passes. So we get to him. Chase Young gets another sack. So I'm going to take a timeout real quick. We're going to go ahead and go try to score real quick. But, you know, this is a phenomenal start to this game. If we can go ahead and go 7-3, we should be able to clutch up a winning season no matter who our quarterback is at this point. And we have a huge punt return here. We got away from 1, cut it back to the middle. Now we're close to the 50-yard line. But yeah, like I was saying, we're going to go 7-3. Hopefully if we can clutch up this win. And that should be, we'll definitely be in first place. Just a couple more wins and we should win our division at, close to like 11-5, 12-4. My Alexa is talking to me. Don't say anything. No, stop. Stop. Well, it's not really my fault. I got kind of like spooked from something talking to me. Made a bad read, but I should have Jerry Jeudy, who comes down with the ball. We're out across the 40-yard line. This is exactly what we needed. Nick Foles is clutching up. We might have Jeudy open. I have a wide open Paul Richardson, who I get out of bounds with. Now we're down to the 23-yard line. Nick Foles is just being a beast for us right now. Let's see if we can cap off another drive. We're going to go ahead and go with the corner out here to Julio Jones. I'm expecting us to be able to convert this one. Because he throws it right there to Julio, and he goes for a touchdown. That's Nick Foles' third touchdown of the first half. Pretty spectacular, I can't lie. So I'm running my normal play here, but I'm just going to let Jeudy come across on a slant. We can't get it to him. So we just punted the ball 86 yards. We were on our own 3-yard line, and we were unable to do anything. We took 2 sacks, and we threw a pass that was 10 yards away from its target. But a beautiful punt, and now a tackle for loss puts them in a really bad position, especially being down as much as they are. Now, this is a good play for them. He's just going to break it. Yeah, Zeke just, no matter what you do, I guess you can't tackle him. He's going to run through your guys and whatnot, but I don't really know what to do here. I mean, Zeke is just one of those guys that you hit in the backfield, you'll break the tackle, and then you'll go for 30 yards. That's kind of what happened on that last drive. But we get our own huge run. Let's see if we can try to run some clock and get us out of this game, because I don't like us only being up by 14. Now, I do still, feel confident if we can get ourselves out of this game. We will take that 7-3 record. We will start to scuttle on down towards the division win. But, if our offense really can't do anything. So, but I mean, this game is an anomaly, is what I'm expecting. Because normally, without Dwayne Haskins, we're just not able to do anything. I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and pound the rock and try to get out of this game. So with a big pass to Paul Richardson and then a short run by Phillip Lindsay. Here we are in this fourth quarter, and we do go backwards. Those 3 yards we had gained, I guess we go back 4. We have to pass the ball here, and this is exactly where Dallas is going to want us to be. We're not very strong passing right now, and if they get us into a position like this, it's going to be hard for us to convert, but we're going to go ahead and try this. We're going to go back to this slant. We do have Paul Richardson wide open again. This is the play that worked for us earlier, so now we're down to the 11-yard line, barring whatever this penalty is. And it is roughing the passer. I'm not going to accept it because I don't know why they keep calling it so much. I literally bumped it up by like 1, and already we've got like 75 roughing the passer calls in like 3 games. So I am going to step up with Nick Foles. We're going to fumble the ball. We're not going to fumble the ball, but we are going to get sacked. I expected a fumble. Didn't expect him to be that slow after I pressed the left trigger, but well, with under 6 minutes to go, a 2-score game in field goal range, hopefully for a 3-score game, I feel pretty confident. We throw a dart. We do throw a dart. 4th and 5 is, pretty easy. I'm actually going to come out here in wide receiver corners. And if it looks like I can throw this ball, I'm going to go ahead and attempt it. But I'm not getting the look that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and, get the 5-yard penalty. It'll be a little easier to kick a field goal from further back. Well, Dak is a beast, but their onside kick attempt is no good. So we're just going to go ahead and try to run out the clock. And we get a huge hole with Geis. all the way up to the 29-yard line. Wow. So both of our running backs have run for in the 60s now. But just running this clock out, and we should be it. This is the second game against decent opponents in our division where up by 3 scores with just a couple minutes to go, and we let them come back. Now, one of them against the Eagles ended in a 1-score game, so let's see if we can keep that from happening here against the Cowboys. If we could somehow score a touchdown, then there's going to be no way, but if we only score a field goal, I would not be surprised if they score a touchdown. Huge hole. We get the first down. Okay. So I'm very familiar with this playbook, obviously, and I know how to get my different running backs mixed in there. And Darius Geis has now run for 70 yards. He's the one that got us this first down. But I'm going to go ahead and get Lindsey a couple more touches. We're going to finish out this game. We're at least going to get all their timeouts taken off the board. Oh my, the juke by Lindsey, and he gets into the end zone. That is huge. That is huge. That is the game right there. That is the game. All right, that's a huge victory right there. All right, so we're now going to own first place in our division, and we are going to be in the driver's seat to clinch our division. So we do get the victory without allowing any more points. They did have a decent drive, but they turned it over on 4th down. So we're going to go ahead and look at the stats. Nick Foles, after having just an awful game not that long ago, goes for 145.6 quarterback rating. 12 of 19 for 234 yards. I did throw one more completion on the last drive just for the heck of it. I got him to 234 passing yards, so he does surpass Dak on the day. Obviously, the 3 touchdowns to 0 interceptions is better than Dak. I do believe he took less sacks as well, but we're gonna go ahead and double check that. So I mean, 0.02. I'm pretty sure he would have had a perfect passer rating. So, but yes, Darius Geis with 82 yards and no touchdowns. Philip Lindsay with 82 yards and 1 touchdown. So they went for the exact same, which is pretty cool. He got that garbage time touchdown though. Wasn't like we were already up by 10, but he did help us cap off the game. So that's pretty spectacular. Now Zeke went for 104 yards with a touchdown, the very long one that you guys saw. Besides that, Sellers had a carry for a touchdown, and then Dak ran for 7 yards. But receiving, we had Julio with 8 receptions for 154 yards and 3 touchdowns. Julio is just a badass, and I'm so happy we did trade for him. Randall Cobb had 2 catches against us. He just kind of teabags us, but Ricky Seals-Jones and Amari Cooper didn't have too much production. Paul Richardson, 3 catches for 61 yards. He's just a solid cross the middle. We usually throw to him on posts. I think we've targeted him a little bit more than the 3 times, but the 3 catches is solid. Jerry Jeudy got himself a 19-yard grab. I think we targeted Lindsey and he dropped it. So for defensive, Chase Young had himself a 3-sack day. So our number 2 overall pick has really shown out this year. So I'm definitely really happy that we got him. 3 sacks on the day, just phenomenal. And 2 other tackle for losses there. Now, both Tristan Hill, his sack was more of a coverage sack, but DeMarcus Lawrence just wrecked our soul. He probably had more hurry-ups, too. I just had to get rid of the ball fast. Reuben Foster, another guy that had a good sack. And I'm pretty sure we had one more. I thought Jayon Brown had one, but maybe not. All right, so we did have a couple of these messages. One here from about the the pass rush, and then we had one about Zeke. But Since we got the victory, we're going to get like 500 XP, I think. So, I'm just going to go ahead and advance to the next week because I've already done my scouting. Alright, so we have a couple of injury decisions now. We're winning without these players, right? So, without Miles Jack and without Dwayne Haskins. Now, I don't need the XP boost for Nick at all. I don't need it. But I don't want Dwayne to get hurt. Now, if he returns for the Cowboys game, you know, I would be much happier with that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to start Nick Foles, and I'm going to continue to start Reuben Foster, where we might do a tag and trade with Reuben Foster, but I'm not sure yet exactly. So I was thinking about just simming this week, but we're going to go ahead and see who this, you know, all-star development that we gotta do. Chase Young, after a 3-sack game, is going to get a point up to his speed rushing. So let's see what he gets. Awesome. I mean, this guy is just going off. I mean, this is fantastic. More awareness, finesse moves, play rec. So let's look at his abilities. So he has strip specialist. He's going to get another one at 90, and fearmonger. So this is a big week. This is a big game. You know, Pittsburgh, let's see what they're rating. Actually, no. So Pittsburgh, 7-3, just like us. We do own that sole first place in the division. Eagles are 2 behind us. Cowboys are 1 behind us, but we play them in 2 weeks. And then we should, let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the schedule of who we played. So now there were these 2 that I had simmed in there, and obviously we lost both the sims, and then we lost the we lost the 1 to the Browns. But I've played every other game, you know, once. Obviously, the only force win is the bye week because like that's just how it goes. But no other force wins. So we're doing pretty spectacularly here. So I couldn't be, you know, too much happier about where we're at. But we do have the Steelers and then the Panthers this week, so I might go ahead and just sim both of those. No matter what happens, we should come against the Cowboys at around the same. I'm expecting to lose against the Steelers if we sim, so we'll go against the Cowboys probably both at 8-5 or 8-4, whatever it is. So and then, you know, we'll have an easy one versus the Giants, and then cap off versus the Niners and Eagles. We should be able to win out at that point. I mean, we are up to an 86 overall. Everybody's looking good. I'm going to keep scouting the players that I want to bring in. We need a 3rd string running back. I'm going to draft a quarterback. I'm looking at one. I will show you him when I do show everybody. Going to bring in 2 middle linebackers, a strong safety, and a left outside linebacker, a right end, a right guard, a center, and a left tackle. Now, many of those positions are backups, but, you know, those are the players that I'm looking at. And that's 10 players, and I think that's how many draft picks we have. Or we might have even more than that, but, you know, whatever it is, those are the kind of players that I'm looking to bring in. Now, I'm going to go ahead and look at this, and if this is something I really want to do, then I'm going to play this game. If not, I'm just going to sim it. So, yeah, so this is Reuben Foster. Now, he is earning double XP. He wants to hold the Steelers less than 250 total. I mean, he's probably going to get this if I just let it happen, so I am going to sim. But, yeah, with that being said, the next game that's probably going to be played is the Dallas game, so. But besides that, I'm going to go ahead and take care of some of the chores and whatnot for this season, and I'll be back for the Cowboys game. All right, see you soon.